Hi, I'm Imran Amjad, a senior financial advisor at Way of Financial Planning. Today, I'll share with you the power of defined benefit schemes and how they provide a comfortable retirement. I will also share with you an example of my client where I have been able to help them achieving their desired outcome with my expert knowledge on these schemes. I know these schemes back to front, upside down. I have vivid memories of meeting Steve and Beck. Steve was in defined benefit CSS scheme. He was told by his employer that his position had been made redundant. Steve and Beck had no idea how to cope with this situation. They had never seen a financial advisor before in their life and did not understand defined benefit schemes at all. Here they were sitting in front of me in extreme stress. As soon as I asked how I could help them, Beck had her tears rolling down and Steve had his head in his hands. And I knew things weren't going well. Anyway, long story short, I got them talking and asked them what exactly they wanted to achieve out of this outcome. They wanted to achieve two things. One, to pay off their mortgage balance, and secondly, live a comfortable life. Beck also told me through tears that since they got together 30 years ago, they wanted to travel around Australia and it was their dream to be grey nomads one day. Now, through this situation, she thought this would never be achievable. As an expert advisor on this CSS scheme, I understand the incentives that come with a redundancy in that scheme and how to maximize these benefits for the clients. I told them to leave their worries with me and go home. I would contact them in a few days with the strategies to achieve their desired outcomes. A few days later, they were sitting in front of me again. Based on my expertise, I was able to explain to them how they could pay off their mortgage in full and have a comfortable lifestyle income index for life. And as a bonus, I was able to set up a separate investment account for them where they had a significant lump sum to cover any ad hoc or lifestyle needs which may come up in retirement. A few weeks later, Steve calls me and says, "Imran, I'm at this dealership at the coast and we found a 4x4 and a camper. Can we afford it?" I said, "Steve, just stay there. Give me 10 minutes. I'm gonna call you back." I did some calculations, but I had already made a feasibility knowing their dream of 30 years. I called him back and I said, "Steve, go for it." He says, "Are you sure?" And I said, "Steve, you paid off your debt, you're debt free, you have income set for life, now is the time to live your dream." 2 weeks later, I'm in my office and there's a knock on my window. I move the blind and there's Steve and Beck with big smiles on their face. And he waves, "Come out." Anyway, I go out and there is a big 4-wheel drive carrying a camper. And that was emotional for me as well, seeing my clients living their dream. And Steve comes to me with tear in his eyes and says, "Mate, you made it happen." But this time, these were tears of joy. So if you are a member of a defined benefit scheme, let me help you achieve your goals and you create your own success story.